Let's take a trip down memory lane when it comes to Destination Smokehouse. Now, y'all see this building in back of me? Well, some of y'all may not know, but this was actually the original location of Destination Smokehouse. It's in a town located called Hemet, California. For those of you who aren't familiar with the area, it's basically like the hills have eyes. It's a retirement community. Now, when I would visit my mom, I would come out here, and pretty much out in Hemet, Destination was the only place to eat at. My favorite menu item was the brisket Philly. It was the only thing that I would order. And I would always get my order to go because, y'all, it's the hills have eyes out here. So one day I'm ordering my food to go, and in walks Mr. Tenderism himself. And mind y'all, this was before social media, this was before the hype, this was before the new owners bought the restaurant and moved it to Marietta. And this was such a sweet black man. And I asked some of the workers that were working there, I was like, who is this man? And they said, oh, you know what? He's been working here for years. He was one of the original chefs. And this good barbecue that you're tasting, it was actually his recipe. So according to the locals, from what I was told, rumor has it, is that it's Unc's recipe. Now, some of you may be thinking, why is this relevant? Why is this important? Well, when the new owners bought it over, I was a little disappointed because I thought, oh, well, maybe they're just expanding and they're going to keep this location in Hemet. Well, unfortunately, they didn't. So all of the employees that worked there were without a job because driving from Hemet to Marietta out here in the IE is just a lot for people. So we got a new location and still Unc's recipe. Now, the question is because he may have been the original chef or the cook, but it was his original intellectual property. So if he created the recipe, the new owner buys the restaurant, takes Unc's intellectual property to a new location, is he giving Unc his rights? Is he giving him the money that he deserves for his unique original recipe? Because if it weren't for Unc's recipe, then it would be no Destination Smokehouse. And I understand, like, I'm not trying to be in Unc's wallet. No one is debating what their financial situation or what their agreements are. This is important to our community because so many times, especially in melanated communities where we create something, we have an original idea, and someone else capitalizes and colonizes off it. So for those of us that are invested in this whole narrative and this story, the concern is because this is a man's intellectual property. This is something that he probably had in his family generation recipe for years where he put his foot in it. Is he getting the credit? Is he getting the rights that he deserves for creating something such as this?